Hey guys, this is Dyhair777 and I'm going to try to do something new on my channel. I got two wigs here, a full lace wig and a lace frontal wig. Now I'm going to show you guys an update on these wigs because one I have been wearing for 2-3 weeks and then the other one I have been wearing for like a month and a half. So I'm going to give you an update on both these wigs. But first things first, a lot of you guys that comment on my videos, you don't understand the difference between a lace front wig and a full lace wig. So I'm just going to go through that real quick and tell you the difference of a full lace wig and a lace front wig, and then I'm going to go ahead with the update video on both of these wigs. Now both of these wigs were purchased from Dyhair777. Now if you're interested in checking them out, everything will be linked below. Also, if you're interested in purchasing either one of these wigs, I do have a $10 off coupon code, so you can go ahead and use that coupon code as well. And let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So first things first, I'm going to show you guys this curly one. This actually is my lace front wig, and I'm just going to flip it inside out. And then this one right here, this is actually my full lace wig, and I'm just going to flip that one inside out as well. Now first things first, the lace front wig is basically set up like this. This is the normal netting that would be in the back of a regular wig if you were just to buy one from the store, and then in the front this is the lace as well. Now you can see that the lace spreads from ear to ear as well, and it does have combs in the front to secure the lace, and it does have a comb in the back to secure the lace. Now one thing I can say about this wig is that I like the wig. It's a really pretty wig, but the only thing is I recommend if you are to wear this wig that you might want to put an elastic band in it, or maybe you will want to glue it to your forehead or use tape, just because for this particular wig, when I was wearing it, it would flap, these parts would flap up on the ends just because it's nothing secure holding them. You see it just kind of branches out. So as you see on the other end, it branches out. Or you could also use bobby pins. Bobby pins is what I use, and it kept it in place. So for this, you will want to use some type of method to hold down these ends because you just don't want them flapping up because there's nothing securely holding them. Let's get on to talking about the hair. So first thing, the hair of this wig, I really did like it. It was more of like a curly, but it wasn't so tight. It was brushable, it was combable, so it was really easy to maintain these curls. And normally when the curls would get out of place, I would just wash it, and so the curls would snap back just like that. So it wasn't a hard maintenance wig at all. And as you guys know, the full lace wig is more expensive, so this would be a cheaper alternative for you guys if you're interested. Now another thing is with this lace front wig, you don't get as much parting with the full lace wig because it is only this much parting. So you get from here on. Now as you see, this is about the width of parting you get from here to here. Now the lace on is pretty good. Like you can see through me in this wig, which is good because it'll give you a real natural easy parting. It did come with baby hairs, not too many, but just enough to keep it looking natural. So that was really good as well. So with this one, I really do like this wig. Only thing is you would need bobby pins or something to hold it down on the ends, and the actual hair is holding up pretty good. The ends are still curly and pretty. Everything about this wig still is holding its own. So I really like this wig, and like I said, I've worn this for 2 to 3 weeks. This is the Cambodian hair. And if you're interested in purchasing this wig, everything you would want to know is going to be listed below, the links and everything as well. And the hair color, the hair color, the neck color, all that will be linked below. And like I said, I do have a $10 off coupon if you're interested in this wig. Now this is the full lace wig I have. This is just basically straight. Now another thing, like I said about this wig, is you see that it's all mesh, and even right here, even though it doesn't look as meshy as this part does, it's not as meshy, but it still holds its own as in color because you can still part it right there even though it's way darker. Now this wig actually comes with 3 combs in the front, which is, oh yeah, this wig actually comes with 1 comb in the front. So it was 1 comb right here, but I didn't like the way it was sitting on my head with that comb, so I actually removed the comb. A lot of people leave the comb in, and then it has 2 on the sides right here and right here, and then it has 1 in the back. Now this one actually has the elastic band as well, and so does the other one. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, it does have the elastic band. Now with this one, I did put it on my head. Using the comb, I did wear it on my head, and I didn't have it glued down or anything or tape. And it worked perfectly fine for me, but since this was my first full lace wig, I wanted to get that feel of wearing it on an everyday basis. So I actually did apply it to my head, and I do have a video on that as well down below if you would like to see it. And that's why I took the comb out, because I ended up gluing the wig to my forehead. Now it did work out really good for me wearing this wig glued to my forehead. I didn't need a comb or anything, because like I said, it was glued to my forehead, so it was already holding its own. So I really did like this wig. It did come with minimal baby hairs, and I did put those on my forehead. Like I said, normally I don't like them. They did have long ones, so I did end up clipping the long ones out, but I just wore the shorter ones, and it looked really natural. Now, as you can see with this one as well, you can see me through the cap, which is really good, because it's letting you know that when you part your head and put this in that actual part of where your real hair is, it will look natural, and the part will come through and it looks pretty realistic. Only thing I can say about this wig that I really wasn't feeling not that much was it was 300 density. Now the wig 300 density is a normal hair type for someone wearing their normal regular hair, but with me, the purpose of me wearing wigs and all that other stuff is because I like that thickness and that longness, so it wasn't as thick as I wanted it. Now when I teased it and curled it and brushed it out and stuff like that, it became big, but when I wanted to wear it in a more sleeker style, it wasn't as thick as I wanted it to be. So that's the only thing I can say about this, but it was 300 density. It was really good. Now when I washed this wig, it did come back with such type of wave. It didn't go silky straight, which I figured it would come back with a wave. But when I straightened it again and then washed it as well, it came right back with a wave. Basically, and this hair origin is Brazilian. So basically this is the full lace wig, and then this is the lace frontal wig. Now they both can give you a very similar look if it was the same hair origin and it was both curly or they were both straight, but the only thing is with this one you can't part back as much as you would like to. With this one you can part pretty much anywhere you would like. So with this one, it typically ends up being like a flip over method, or part a little bit but still having, you know, just a little flip over, or more so just pulling it back all the way off your forehead and just wearing it in a back style. So that's pretty much the difference in the wig, and that's why I said it is a price difference, but I mean, you pay for what you get for it. So with this one you can part anywhere. With this one you only have parting in the front. And then another thing I like about this curly wig is that the hair is all the way at the bottom. So if you wanted to pull up in a ponytail, you definitely could. It wouldn't be like this extra wig fabric or something hanging back there. It wouldn't. So I've actually wore this in a ponytail before, and you couldn't tell the difference. It was pretty much good. So like I said, both of these hairs are doing really good. A lot of you guys wanted an update on both of these, so I decided to do them both in the same video because they are both from the same company. So yeah, and so yeah, that was pretty much it. I really enjoyed this company, Dyhair777. These was my first two wigs from them, and I really like these two wigs. These are becoming my favorite wigs, and they're just really pretty. I really like them. They haven't let me down at all, and they both need very minimal products, so I wouldn't use too much. But yeah, that was my review on Dyhair777. If you're interested in either one of these wigs, they will be linked below, along with the videos that I said will be linked below as well. So check those links out, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya. Mwah.